predict the score below. Number 16, Michigan Wolverines heading to Illinois to take on the bearded, what's his name, Lovie Smith, the coach of the Illini. 12 o'clock noon tomorrow, or if you watch the Saturday morning today, predict the score below. First correct score, $25 via Venmo. You got to predict below in the comments, and you got to tell me who the winner is going to be. I'm going to make my prediction now. So don't copy me there. 42-0 Michigan. Predict your scores below, and we will see who knows most about Michigan football. We got all kinds of stories, your questions coming from Instagram and Twitter next up here on the Michigan Football Report. Welcome into the Michigan Football Report. I am your host, as always, James Yoder. Got a couple stories right off the top of the show. Then I've got a handful, 5-6 questions from Instagram and Twitter that I want to get to before we get to this Illinois game tomorrow. So let's jump right into it with the Joe Milton rumors that I have absolutely no clue if there any truth to, but there's some peculiar stuff going on here, folks. And I've been a little busy the last couple days. I haven't been able to tap Jim Harbaugh's phone. We'll talk about that in a second. But let's go through this Milton timeline. For the first time this season was made available in the media scrums when the players come out and talk to a bunch of part-time reporters from SB Nation about absolutely nothing. Came out on Tuesday. That's a little peculiar. Why would you come and bring your third-string quarterback out to talk to the media after a top 20 win? Then the Michigan football website, MGO Blog, does a big-time feature story on him on Thursday, really indicating like Milton might be playing more. The headline was something along the lines of, Milton's completely ready to play. He just needs patience. And then, of course, speculation running rampant from people on Twitter. I'm sure someone posted on some obscure message board that they're hearing from their sources that Milton's going to start. I don't think he's going to start, guys. I really don't, unless Shea's hurt. But I did want to address this because it's out there. I don't think he's going to play. He looked good in one throw, really, against Rutgers. 6 for 11 on his career, 117 yards, 47 rushing yards, 3 total TDs, 2 rushing, and 1 passing, I think is how those break down. But a lot of rumors out there in Milton. No source, no indication that there's any facts behind them. But people keep asking me about them. I'm going to tell you, if I had a source, if I had some information, either yes or no, come out and say. As of this point, I think it's just speculation. Although I think Michigan's media relations game plan is quite poor. You had Dylan McCaffrey on the cover of the Michigan Game Day program for the home opener, and then you're going to put Joe Milton out, and everyone's speculating the offense is no good, Then you're going to bring Joe Milton out to talk to the media and do some puff piece on him on Michigan's official website. If you think that's going to get Joe Milton to not transfer, if that's what the concern is from the Michigan football program, I don't know if Joe Milton's interested in transferred, but articles don't get guys to not transfer. So if they're going to puff these guys up, Dylan McCaffrey on the cover, Joe Milton talk to the media, make it act like you're going to start, that's not going to work. Either play him for the best guy or don't play him and go with the guy who is the best guy. But Michigan does some odd things when it comes to media relations and what players they talk about in general. More of it this week with Joe Milton. But who should start a quarterback? S, J, or D? Shea, Joe, or Dylan? McCaffrey, Milton, Patterson. It seems pretty likely to me that it's going to be Shea Patterson. Jim Harbaugh started every game Shea Patterson's been available, which is all of them actually, since he's come to Michigan from Ole Miss, a year and a half ago. So I see no reason why it's not going to be Shea. But as a Shea guy, hashtag Shea season, I'm all in on Shea. I don't think it's a bad idea to give against Illinois someone real snaps, a real drive or two in the second quarter, maybe at the end of the first quarter, maybe rotate the first half. I don't think it's a bad thing at all, just to see what can be done. Is it the offense or is it the players? I'm not actually sure, but type S, J, or D. Who should be Michigan's quarterback? Who should start a QB going forward? And if you want to make some cash tomorrow betting on college football, you've already got going with BetDSI, you're already putting money on the line in Vegas, wherever you're putting your cash, do it smarter with the Action Network app. Get 40% off their monthly subscription. Normally $10, you can get it for $5.99 using that URL, chatsports.com/deal. It's how we're all making money here at Chat Sports. We look at the Action Network, we look at the trends, we pick 8-9 games, and then we look at those 4 or 5 that we really like. Where are the pros putting their money? The public, where's the difference? Where are the best odds? And then put your money. So make intelligent bets. Do it with the Action Network. It's how I'm, got 70% on my bets this year in college football. Michigan now is a 23-point favorite over Illinois. The line started at 19, and everybody went heavy on Michigan. I'm going heavy on Michigan. I'm going to give you guys this little stat, so this little tip. Put some money on Michigan this week. I think they're going to double that spread almost. I'm predicting, 35-0, 38-0, 42-0. I don't think Illinois scores a point. Unless Peters is back, I haven't really kept up with the Brandon Peters injury situation this week. If he comes back, maybe they score 10 points, but their defense is terrible. Michigan's offense should be able to move the ball just like they did against Rutgers. We'll see if they do anything next week against Penn State, but for this week, it should be like playing against a good high school team against this Illinois team. So put some money on Michigan. You'll probably see some trends going that way in the Action Network app. Michigan, a 23-point favorite. All right, guys. I am to blame for Michigan's offensive woes, according to the hermits and the guys living in their mom's basement who still live on message boards. Yes, they're still a thing. And for those of you under 25, they exist. Rivals.com. I got someone who sent me this screenshot, and we've got a two for this there. I had to crop it out to make sure you guys got it all because these websites aren't exactly mobile friendly by any means. So the man's name is Pacific Blue. Probably his real name, a great place to be. SIAP, sorry if I already posted, I guess that means they really need to have a meeting with Yoder. His latest charade about insider leak or possibly Suedo revealing the damn offense playbook, whoever wants to see it, yada, yada, yada. He's not like Steve Diassi in his podcast that, he doesn't offer loose lips, blah, blah, blah. You see the quote. And this wasn't just a one-time thing. It keeps going on. He calls me a motherfucker. But he's too politically correct to write it out, okay? This motherfucker, maybe you have a good talk inside Schembechler Hall, a local bar about formations, blah, blah, blah. This is the kind of thing that I just don't understand. Why can't people understand sarcasm? I made a joke last week on the show that said we talked about the potential orbit motion, and this is what this is referring to. And there's an entire thread beneath it, from what I was told, about Yoder's giving Iowa all the Michigan's tips. Guys, I got a little information about the play. It didn't even really seem to come true unless they didn't think they was going to work against Iowa's defense. Maybe we'll see it against Illinois. But are people this stupid that you think that I actually have the playbook for Michigan? It was a joke, okay? And that I even made it more of a joke to stop the gullible and the dumb there on the internet who goes, oh my gosh, yours got the playbook. What's Michigan going to do? He's going to give it to Iowa. Then I said, oh, how did I get it? I bought the local maid service that cleans the Michigan offices. I mean, if I have to lay the sarcasm on any more thicker for people like Pacific Blue, who spends $10 a month for a Rival subscription, it's probably twice his hourly salary with the intelligence level that he has, I don't know what I have to do. But if you hear me say ridiculous things, I just have a light sense of humor, fairly sarcastic. But you see me say something like, heading to Ann Arbor, flying private. Guys, I'm not flying private, okay? I didn't steal the offensive playbook, okay? I didn't break into the offensive weapons. I didn't tap Michigan's phones, nor did I spend thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy the cleaning service that cleans the Michigan's offense. I think Michigan has their own cleaning department that works for the university. So Pacific Blue, I'm sure you're out there sharing fake news on Facebook because you're too gullible, but you're probably going to see this because clearly you watch my show all the time. Thank you very much for your patronage. I'm going to put some of my revenue dollars that you're earning me in my pocket, so thank you very much. But am I to blame for the offense? Type below C, P, or Y. Who is to blame for Michigan's offensive woes? You heard my rant. We've got a Q&A coming up here, so thanks for sticking with me on that. Some good questions coming up. Who is to blame for Michigan's offensive offense? The coaches, the players, or yours truly, Yoder, like Pacific Blue, just a wonderful message board poster apparently on Rivals.com. By the way, the guys who started the Donovan Peoples-Jones transfer rumor now starting the Yoder espionage rumor. Just a bastion of credibility, Rivals.com. BetDSI is our presenting sponsor. They're the guys, because I make so much money betting the website, I can afford this $200,000 turnover chain. So go and get started. Joking, it's not really that. This is the 200,000 one is on my desk. This is the replica, of course. But this thing is a pretty good record. When I went one game, I took it to the Big House Saturday. Michigan, 1 turnover, Iowa 4. But if you want to make some money betting on college football, betting on Michigan, betting on the NFL, do it BetDSI, promo code GoBlue, 120% deposit bonus. Go to chatsports.com/bet to get hooked up and make your first deposit. Thanks so much for watching the Michigan Football Report. We're less than 24 hours till game time, so if you want to keep watching more programming from this channel, got a video for you right here, got one for you right here, and we made it, 5,000 subscribers, but let's get to 6,000 soon. Hit that button, subscribe, go Blue.